3, 2, 1.
Please welcome President Indonesia Prabowo Subianto.
Hi Moza, how are you?
I'm
Finally,
good.
we can meet again. Oh yes, may I ask for help? I had the 6 months to interview people to share their opinions about our new president. Can you explain your talk of our current new president? Do you know who our current president? Of course, President Prabowo Subianto. What do you think of Prabowo Subianto leadership as president?
I believe Prabowo has a commitment to prioritize the interests of the nation and the people. As he conveyed in his first speech, he emphasizes the importance of economic development and social welfare.
That's true. However, what about his military background? Some people worry that it could affect uh, his leadership style.
Indeed, Prabowo's military background is often in the spotlight. There are concerns about potential authoritarian leadership style. However, I think it is important to give him the opportunity to show that he can be a democratic and inclusive leader.
What do you expect from the policies that he will implement?
I hope Prabowo focus on programs that can reduce social inequality and improve access to education and health. He also needs to pay attention to environmental issues as they are very important for our future sustainability.
What about Indonesia international relations under his leadership? Do you feel he can maintain Indonesia's position in the global arena?
That is a challenge in itself. Prabowo needs to build good relations with other countries, especially in the context of trade and investment. He must be able to show that Indonesia is a reliable partner in the South Asian region and the world.
Do you believe that he is capable of listening to the aspiration of the people?
It really depends on how open he is to criticism and input from the people. If he can build good communication with the people and listen to their voice, then I believe many people will give him their full support.
So, you're optimist but still cautious?
Exactly, I believe every leader has the potential to do great things, but it should also be remembered that real actions are much more important than more promise. We all hope Prabowo can bring positive change to Indonesia.
What do you think about the programs that Prabowo will implement?
I see that there are 17 priority programs proposed, such as food self-sufficiency and poverty eradication. They show a commitment to improving people welfare.
However, do you believe he can implement all of them?
It depends on the synergy between ministries and institutions. If all work together, I'm optimistic that this program can be realized.
What about environmental issues? Is that also a concern?
Yes, Prabowo emphasizes the importance of environmental conservation in its program. This is crucial for sustainability.
Do you feel he can maintain Indonesia international relations?
Prabowo has to build good relations with other countries, especially in trade. This is a big challenge for his leadership.
Do you see any potential conflict of interest in the politics he might implement?
That could be a concern, especially if there is a relationship with certain business and individuals. Transparency in decision making is very important to avoid conflict or interest.
What about Prabowo approach to human rights issues?
This is a sensitive area. Many hope he can show progress on his commitment to respecting human rights will be very important for Indonesia's reputation in the eyes of the world.
Do you believe he will influence the public in the decision-making process?
If he is open to dialogue with civil society and listens to the aspiration of the people, it will be very helpful. Public participation can strengthen the legitimacy of policies taken.
What are your expectations regarding education under Prabowo leadership?
I hope he will focus on improving education quality and access for all levels of society. Good education is the key to reducing social inequality.
What about the health sector? Are there any measures that need
Of course,
be taken?
access to quality healthcare should be a priority. A universal health program could be a positive step to ensure all citizens get the care they need.
Do you feel Prabowo is able to face the current global economic challenge?
The global economic challenges are indeed great, especially post-pandemic. However, if he can utilize the potential of natural research and increase investment, I believe Indonesia can adapt well.
What about the issues of tolerance and diversity in Indonesia?
This is an important aspect in maintaining unity. Prabowo needs to show commitment to diversity and inclusion and uphold the value of tolerance in society.
Do you feel the media will play an important role in his leadership?
Very important. The media serves as a social control and communication tool between the government and the people. If Prabowo can establish a good relationship with the media, it will help with transparency and accountability.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge for Prabowo going forward?
One of the biggest challenges is building public trust. If he can prove that he listens to the people and keeps his political promise, it will help a lot.
So you believe that good communication is the key to
Exactly,
his leadership
open and
success?
honest communication can create a better relationship between the government and the people and increase support for its policies. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Moza Najwa Ulifah with the number name 6424205 and 3. I'm from the Management Department at Bina Sarana Informatika University.
Here, I want to present material related to present continuous tense. Okay, before that, I want to tell you what I will discuss. For the first, the definition and function of present continuous. The second, the use of sentence along with examples. The third, the sentence structure. The fourth, the type information. The fifth, the example sentence. And the last, the exercise and summary. Now we will discuss the definition and function of present continuous tense. The definition of present continuous is a verb form used to describe actions that are currently happening at the moment of speaking. And the function is to explain something that is going on at the time of the conversation. Then next, we will learn how to use the present continuous sentence. There are three forms of using the present continuous. The first one is actions in progress. The second is temporary action. And the third, which is a future plan. Here's an example of an action in progress. She is reading a book. He is watching television right now. Indicates that the action of reading is happening right now. Then here is an example of temporary action. I am living in Jakarta for a few months. Suggests a situation that is temporary. And here's an example of a future plans. We are meeting them tomorrow. Indicates a schedule plan. Next, we will talk about sentence structure. There are three forms of sentence structure, namely positive sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. A positive sentence has the formula subject plus am or is or are plus verb ing plus object. A negative sentence has a formula subject plus am or is or are plus not plus verb ing plus object. An interrogative sentence has a formula am or is or are plus subject plus verb ing plus object. Next, we will talk about time information. The time information used in the present continuous is now, right now, at this moment, at present. And here are the formula and examples of positive sentence. Subject plus am or is or are plus verb ing plus object. The example is I am reading a book. I am reading a book. My mother is cooking meatball. My mother is cooking meatball. And here are the formula and examples of negative sentence. Subject plus am or is or are plus not plus verb ing plus object. I am not reading a book. I am not reading a book. I am not reading a book. My mother is not cooking meatball. My mother is not cooking meatball. And here are the formula and examples of interrogative sentence. Am or is or are plus subject plus verb ing plus object. Are you reading a book? Are you reading a book? Are your mother cooking meatball? Are your mother cooking meatball? Then the last one is exercise part 1. Here we will make the sentence into present continuous. For the first answer is he is reading a book at the moment. He is reading a book at the moment. The children are playing in the park right now. The children are playing in the park right now. Here is exercise part 2. Here we will make this sentence into a negative sentence. For answer number 1 is he is not working on his project. He is not working on his project. Number 2 is we are not going to the cinema. We are not going to the cinema. Number 3 is they are playing in the park right now. They are not playing in the park right now. The last part 3 exercise. Here we will make this sentence into an interrogative sentence. For the answer number 1 is are you watching a movie? Are you watching a movie? Number 2 is she having lunch? Is she having lunch? Okay, I will summarize the main point of this presentation. So, it can be concluded that the present continuous tense is a sentence to state or show that the activity carried out by the subject is ongoing when it is discussed. That's everything I want to say about my presentation for today. Thank you for your attention. Sorry if there are any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye. See you next time.